Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Madden franchise. Sorry. Where the Cowboys are 4-2. Mysteriously. Is it some unforeseen power? Perhaps an angels in the outfield kind of deal, but with football? The football, yeah? I don't know. But if it is, we're gonna need their help today. Because we are playing Chicago. Chicago. And, I don't know what's gonna happen. We very well could end our 2-game winning streak. There's a 3. I stopped counting. Gosh, this music takes me back to when I was like 2 or 3 years old. I watched Unsolved Mysteries. Wasn't it scary? If you watched it as a kid, I guess. Loved Unsolved Mysteries. Alright.
Today, from AT&T Stadium
Jerry,
in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out.
Deep in the heart of
Yes,
Texas.
yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery.
Got him.
Yeah, this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 21 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold 120, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real. after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing again is Fields.
No!
To his left.
Tillery.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fields. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Now Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap, Fields.
He caught that.
Man, that's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
All right.
Allen Robinson
That's gonna be.
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cowboys, let's answer back. Let's answer back. Where's our flag here?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. But here comes Diggs.
Don't drop this.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the
forgetting to
Cowboys
change
under head coach Mike
kick return.
McCarthy. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not...
Let me change that real quick. I keep forgetting to change that. But he dropped his first ever kick return. So I'm not letting him do it anymore. Oh yeah, Ludus. Let's put him Ludus. And no, we'll leave it like that. Per return. Cooper. All right.
What he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Surprising.
Prescott now dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Switch things up a little bit.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They keep on the ground with Elliot. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a
Across the middle, yeah.
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing.
Oh, dude, he got stuck on.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott.
Run through him. There you go.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the right side with Elliot. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Come off of that.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left.
Catch that! No!
This is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This is how it's going to go.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
He gets off some good throws when
at
I'm
the
hitting.
33, following a good pickup of 8. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here's Fields.
Oh, I almost got him.
And he will
Man,
slide
should
to
have hit
a
him there.
stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise.
Yes,
And he
yes,
fires
yes,
one.
yes.
It's intercepted.
Wilson.
Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Wilson.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Here's Fields. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery.
Get him.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw.
Oh, yes.
And that'll be incomplete.
Good job.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried
Third
to
and
pull that
8.
one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Oh, nice.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate.
Right,
of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one.
Get that.
Finish things off so we can get it done.
And that is
Dropped it.
incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete
we could
pass,
pass
here
that
now
X
is
factor
2nd
player.
and 10.
Come on. Yes.
Elliot running right.
Oh. Oh.
Elliot a first down and more. And he'll be out of
Nice.
bounds right at the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh, he didn't block it.
And he'll push this forward only to about the
23, come on.
42-yard line. These two teams all
Looks like
tied
bounce, huh?
after one.
All right, guys, all right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side. It's Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Prescott. And it's a short one
Wider
here,
Meyer.
complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
All right, got it.
Throwing again on
break.
2nd
There you go.
down. Prescott.
Oh, no.
And that is incomplete. A lot of
Gallup.
force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's
Can't get
3rd
it to
down.
him.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down
Hold on to it.
inside the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliot.
Oh.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
Play action now. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboys touchdown.
Wow. Amari Cooper.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
So
and
good.
the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing
somehow,
to say. Great quality to have.
The
You
other
absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback.
defenseman with both hands around it did not grab it.
Still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Zerline.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to
nice,
that.
number 29.
Get this game tied up.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, this is Montgomery. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
I got to stop right there.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And no coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up
Keanu.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Oh, I got him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Nice.
Down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Elliot. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh. Elliot going to get it again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, nice.
This is taken in one-handed. What a
Guns
catch.
down. Oh.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field.
That sucks.
Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside.
It's like the highest rated player that we have in that position. And he's only a 72.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott from the gun. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, it can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Put him with Gowan.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Elliot. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Oh, shit.
Off the play fake, Prescott sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, got him.
It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Oh, Coop.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Fields.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
the defense are going to have to start doing something different, because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Zerline now for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. David Montgomery.
They are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields.
And he's got his man on the out route.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
The 40, past the 20.
Oh, my goodness.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. 6, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw is Fields. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On first down, Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Play action. It's Fields.
Yeah, he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 50, here's Fields. A full left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Fields throwing again.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. David Montgomery, the target, out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And at the break, it's the football team who have the comfortable lead. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Colin Kaepernick throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliot. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliot. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Open man lamb. It's complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eddie Goldman. With a sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Really nice gain on the completion, however, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Elliot.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 26.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They go to Elliot again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 32.
132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And Zerline's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Fields finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's got the connection to Cooper.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, Elliot. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
140 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Elliot. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. try to run it in with Elliot. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, it's Elliot, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Prescott now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. Elliot Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Elliot once more runs through the contact, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Prescott off play action. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And now it's second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Check.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Fields now to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
24 is the mic.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Fields on 1st down.
A good pickup there at 22.
That's complete right side to Komet.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Micah Parsons
Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles Davis.
Jones Shorty.
Dude, we don't even have Zach Martin anymore. I just realized I muted myself. He's not even part of our team. I traded him away. Because he was doing that last year where he's like, oh, I'm about ready to hang it up. And he has like a $20 million contract. Obviously, we're a little short this week, so not much time to create an elaborate game plan. With that being the case, I won't stress it. Definitely, with so little recovery time, a lot of guys are going to be less than 100%, which can lead to a sloppy football mental errors. Exactly, and we're better than that. Stress to the team. It's imperative that we take care of the ball. It is just the same. Beat the Eagles and commit one or fewer turnovers. I'm looking at you, Dak. um. Weekly strategy. Returning from injury. Jonah Williams, alright. Did we draft Josh Wheeler? Can't remember. Jalen Hurts. There's Pollard. Does he really? Let's see, medium path. And 99%. Yeah, fuck it. Let's train hard. Throw it medium. Let's give our quarterback and running back break. Team profile. Robinson Jr. Let's give it to Drill Miller. CD Lamb. So I don't have any picks left from all my masterminding and trading some not even mid-scout players. I will upgrade players though. Merit, another draft pick. Give you. Let's bump your power up. Josh Wheeler. Yeah, let's bump that up. Wilson. Let me see the strong safety. It's hyper effective in coverage and plus situation. Take many mistakes when quarterbacks make bad throws. Alright, fellas. Should be an easy week. Got the Eagles. Sorry to Eagles fans, but they're not doing so well. Thursday, prime time. You know what sucks though is that the game never tells you the actual date, right? Like you just start a game and then it's like, welcome to the Thanksgiving game. And it's like, oh, I didn't know it was Thanksgiving because you don't have a date on anything. Everything just says week 5, week 6, week 7. It's kind of annoying. And even though you have a league calendar, it's set up the same way. Sucky. Let's see, so I think this is Thanksgiving actually. Outfits. I'll be back.
It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. That catch good for only a couple.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be down at the 46.
Okay.
So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Trying to run forward.
Oh, dude, you missed him.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Went right by you.
Drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
Oh, he's got it.
Dropped it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go.
and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Pollard.
Oh,
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air,
good
a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate
Elliot.
the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
like last week.
First down run with Elliot, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Meyer.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Waiting for the first down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Prescott looks to throw on first.
No!
This time will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up.
All right, get it all out early.
40-yard line.
Take it off.
What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're
all
down,
part of the strategy.
but it felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Hurts.
Oh, nobody was
caught.
there.
It's the tight end Goddard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts,
Come
his
back from this.
17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Trayvon,
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are,
It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't
Elliot.
think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what
Lamb's
works
not
for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A handoff left. Elliot.
Keep going. Oh.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that.
No!
Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd down and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
What?
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week.
Look at this. Tackled. His butt touches the ground. Boom! Psych! What?
They couldn't get him going
So
on
magical.
the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't
You're
touch
using
the
witchcraft,
ball?
coach. What do you want us to
Hey,
do?
he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down, but not
What
before
was that?
picking up the first with a very effective stiff
Not even
arm.
gonna look.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Gosh, you guys were so
36
good
yards
last
on the
game. You got
play.
6
That was
interceptions.
awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him
Now we just
was
can't
like
do
him
anything.
receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Why did you
And
not
the
catch that?
coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Don't let him do it.
Find
No.
Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Spanking us.
Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Time to turn it up. It's the first quarter.
And here comes Diggs. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Elliot. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Anyone in the K team? It's our time, boys.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, nice
catch. The catch is made. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the 29, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliot. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like
Meyer.
No one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On the move to his left.
Oh, dude.
I
saw that guy wasn't even looking, so I took a chance.
C.D. Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that
mistake changing my weekly.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into play here 2-6 on the year, and I guess if you're them, you have to have the mindset of, hey, if we go 7-1, 8-0 down the stretch, we can still get into the playoffs. But CD, to be frank, I don't know that they've shown that they're capable of that this season.
Well, I certainly hope they have that mindset and that they're trying to play to that. But in my mind, from what I've seen, they've got no shot at doing that. This is going to be a tough second half. They've got so many injuries. They've got tough losses along the way. I think you've got guys playing for jobs for next year, and they're playing for positioning in the upcoming draft.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read
Surprise him
right
again.
there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Prescott's going to be caught by Gallup and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A first down carry by Elliot.
Dang it.
And he'll snag about 5 yards
Cut up
down
the
at the
middle.
32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game,
Turn again.
that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down at 5.
10th carry now for Elliot. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
There's a party now.
On first down, it's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down.
Okay. It's all right.
Now Prescott.
He dropped it. And
that is incomplete.
Gallup,
Right
why
there
would you
with him
drop
to
that,
force
buddy?
that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that.
Gallup.
But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another
pass.
9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, no.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short
Yes.
throw caught by Goddard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Lamb to return it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will
Just
come the
over 3
offense as
minutes.
they take over. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field.
enough
He's
time.
been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles.
continue to feed him the ball.
Where's
He's
Elliot?
having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Yes.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal of yardage against them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Dude, again.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Get him.
And he is all the way up past the 25.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Oh.
Dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
I don't understand how my D puts up this amazing performance
in this 1st half.
And in the very next game, they just don't even show it. Okay.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Get.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Dude, put your arms up and get that.
Side complete to Rager. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to
How
his
did you
right.
not get him?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now back to throw.
Oh, dude.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
And a good return is
5
stopped
seconds.
just shy of the 30-yard line.
Can we throw it all the way down the field and not get it intercepted? I don't know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half. Prescott flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they get set to take on the later than usual start in Cincinnati. It'll be the Bengals taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes Diggs. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already.
Elliot has been like our only
almost
saving
perfect
grace.
second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be
I don't think
smart,
they're leading in rushing
fast,
yards.
efficient, get the ball to the end zone,
And he's not even-
and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he floated one out there incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Where is Elliot?
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
Elliot's not hurt, is he? Why? A player cannot start twice on offense. What? He's not, though. I don't know what to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They won't put him in.
Again, a run with Gainwell. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4th down
We go for it.
after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
4th down, Prescott. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and had the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Nice.
It's complete.
There we go.
C.D. Lamb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Need to do more on defense, though.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
No, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening.
Nice.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3
Finally,
and
the
4.
animation
They
like
did
leads
really
them
well
right
on
to
that
the
one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing
Right to the-
if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
No, dude.
Nearly the pick
Why
that
not?
they needed.
He threw it right
He
to
couldn't
you.
pull it
How
in,
did you
though.
grab
It's
that?
4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as
That's
he's
the
on the
second
punt
time
for
that we
Philadelphia.
should have had interception. The game's just like, we had too many last week.
On the return is Lamb.
Oh.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory,
Nice.
why would you change anything? They've got to be confident
Elliot,
about what
get
they're
out
presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Prescott.
Nice.
And he'll find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Throwing, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh.
From the gun, a give.
Oh, no.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He just hasn't felt like running.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Held Prescott back.
Downfield, he keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left.
Prescott.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another and he'll get
He's
it.
in. Nice.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well.
Kenneth
First
Gainwell,
touchdown.
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line.
Let's try.
Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him,
Coming back,
we'll step
man.
aside
Come on.
and be right back. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just
He's not even the backup center. What?
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Oh, yes.
This is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. There the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw.
Oh!
And that's going to be
Almost
incomplete. The contact there enough to
nice
jar
stop,
that ball
guys.
free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. First.
Here comes Elliot.
10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Prescott off play action. Steps away.
Oh,
and he'll be taken
damn
down
it, tried
at
to
the
slide.
44-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Changing it up, changing it up.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Dude.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
Nice.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Try not to lose yards.
On the run is Gainwell. And this
You got to try to block somebody
so
there.
easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd.
I mean, he could have tried to block.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. There's Trimble, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
What?
Unable to connect.
Dude,
If he had caught
are you
it,
serious?
First down. Instead,
Are you
it's
serious?
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't hold
in
it.
your
And
fucking
when you're going
wheelhouse,
across the
dude.
middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route. You are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No! No! That was the wrong player.
3rd interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense
that's all right.
gets a pick 6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way.
No,
Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better.
Are you kidding me?
Interception.
Are you kidding me?
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take
Lamb
this
didn't
one
do
all the way
anything.
down inside the
Are you kidding me?
line.
Lamb didn't do anything.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start,
Dude.
it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Our defense we spent all of our luck in the last game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tony Pollard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is
Remember in Madden
to their
whenever
lead. He
the
wants to
fans
continue
would
to do so.
leave if their team was playing
Able
with
to take it
that?
past the 25 and up to the 28-yard
Actually,
line.
I think I heard somewhere that I think it was in
Now
Angry
Dallas
Joe's
gets set to
review.
take the field. And
It's
last
hard to
time,
remember because his
one
review
play
was like over an
interception,
hour
so this
long.
offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good
But
way
he
of
said that,
putting
like,
it.
the
And I
NFL
can't wait
made
to see
them
what
do
they
that.
decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Oh man, what am I
A
gonna
lot of
do?
people think the very next time out, run the
pitch it.
football, don't give
It's
them a
all over
chance.
that.
Maybe play action?
I
I
go
think maybe
outside,
go
they're all
play
over
action,
that.
show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling
run it
another
up.
one.
Middle, I guess.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
Don't even have
at their
Elliot
own
out.
28-yard line. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each
Why
other,
is Davis
we got to
out there?
tighten this down. We can't give up
Dropping
gains
balls.
like that.
Dude,
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Arlington. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
From a a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be
On
looking
the
for
four.
the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Let's go, deep tight now. Let's go, deep tight now.
Oh,
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
oh, nice.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought
Well.
the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, Gainwell.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire
Why do we
time.
have...
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
He's not gonna catch
and
it.
get your eyes
He's
in the
not gonna
wrong
catch it
place.
because that's
But
the
you're
3rd
right
one
about
he's
that
dropped.
one. He correctly figured that one out.
Why?
And made a really nice play.
Why is Weidermeyer out? And for Elliot, I have no one to... Third and 8, okay. Turkey.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for
Gainwell
8.
is still
This
up.
is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott
Just a
now.
mess.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run here with
You're gonna block out.
Much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end
right.
as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Do that.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are
Man,
in the
Davis
proper
is in that
place on a
spot.
given
He doesn't
play.
catch anything.
Looks like that discipline
He doesn't
came to the
catch
front there,
anything.
didn't it? They were able to hold him for a
Yeah, he
short
got it.
gain when he took off running.
Powers through him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive.
First
for the Cowboys
reception.
So far, it's a first down.
I only had to throw to him 4 times.
Right now, and I know they're saying
yeah,
don't
buddy.
give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last
Gainwell's
completion.
still in there.
Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other
Oh,
throws.
nice.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Block him,
Through 3/4, no reason to lighten up now.
Game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
So silly.
Now a 1st and 10
Elliot,
at the 11.
Why is that not? Elliot, get Elliot.
The give is to Elliot. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Dislocated shoulder. Davis, oh my God, man. Where's Weidermeyer?
Prescott to throw it.
He couldn't catch it on his chest.
Through the contact, it's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Dude.
Another throw
What
there
bullshit
off the
with that
mark,
guy.
and obviously he's battled all
5
of the interceptions.
attempts to him.
Things just haven't been
4
true
drops.
form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Tremble.
Touchdown,
Yes.
Cowboys. Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
All right. Do this.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They'll set up to throw.
No.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
To stop them.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 1st down.
Oh, pick it up,
Oh,
please.
no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have
They're going to
recovered.
booth review it.
That one looked
Turn,
like it was
turn
over.
it.
I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time
Elliot.
to see what this offense has left in the tank.
They'll start the drive with Elliot. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 4.
I got him.
Again, it's Elliot. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Wheeler.
Which means they have to pick up the pace,
Kidding
right?
me?
The tempo has to be up, and what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, "Hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now. The 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving
press the
along
button
too.
to die.
Let's go. Let's go.
Not to throw.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also
Davis
cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He pulls it in. What a catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Who's that? Davis again? God, man.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Completes it right side to Cooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Dallas passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down.
Or Tremble. I think Tremble can do that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught by Tremble.
Nice.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's get Elliot involved.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Nice.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Let's see if this works.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side.
I don't know how to do it.
Get that high hop and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
What was that? What was all of that?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
I'm going to use them.
And they will take a knee here.
It's over.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them.
Comeback.
Able to get it done,
Almost
take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
I don't want to see
They can't
screenshots.
help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That one hurts the soul. I mean, we went from putting up 72 points in our last game. We did have 6 interceptions, though. Like 5 of them returned for a touchdown. But then we perform like this. Trading Prescott, that's it. That is it. Pass protector. Let's bring that up. Short week. This should actually be the soundtrack to Madden. I didn't think the short week would affect us that much, but clearly it did, and we didn't get the job done. Okay. That is it. Wow. Press cornerbacks. next week is the Giants. Now we're 5-3. Okay. We're still good though. We're in the NFC East. We're 4-4. Anybody? Let's do LB split. Everybody, jeez. Okay. Gallup this week for offense. Tremble. That's it. Okay. Every time I upgrade him, I do his arm. Because it's just terrible. Alright. Probably gonna play another game now. Different game. So, I'm gonna go offline, get something to eat, and I'll be back. Love you, bye.